with 80 teams in entered last year's World Cup. There's a knock on, so New Zealand on the back foot for once, first time in this tie. 31-5.
Chicha is a little bit concerned, some sloppy play from the Kiwis here, just some lazy overrunning the ball, not taking their time enough, but again, their physicality in the scrum, right back at him.
Yes, he's a hard taskmaster, but he keeps them up to the level. This is Lotte Raikambula. Raikambula on the return pass. Here's the unknown who's come to the forefront. Lotte Raikambula from Wellington. One of the new guys, and after 4 tries in Wellington on his home soil, he gets his first of the tournament today as New Zealand quickly get back into the groove.
Straight from the scrum, a lovely break, awareness, cool, calm, collected, all the time in the world. There's the support, he stays deep for the return pass and just outstrides the defence for the first try of the second half.
Dwayne Sweeney has the conversion attempt from wide out, but misses, scuffs it. But they're safe in this pool because they'll have had the 2 wins under the belt. Australia to come, but of course, it's who tops the pool gets the better draw in the knockout rounds tomorrow. Remember, it's his round robin. Oh, and words here. And Gordon Teachins just talking to Tafa Iwasa whilst the play restarts.
Let him down on the ground.
Has little points to pick up on and to improve for the next time. Penalty, quick take by West Indies. Decent offload. This is big Elroy Graham, Ebo Graham,
touch
from Jamaica. In touch.
Just the middle, on me, Blue. Before. On me, Blue. Blue. Thank you.
Second tournament. Scored a try. I can't remember who it was. I think it might have been England or Tonga last year. Anyway, New Zealand again. Fed wide from initially Sakai. Pelanise, then it's Baxter. Pelanise still looking for that 4th try. Great tackle by Claudio Butz.
Got it? I got it. Sorry, wrong way, wrong way. Yeah.
Sorry. Great defence.
They're competing, their spirit, they're not giving up, they're chasing the boys down. Okay. Take heart from that, but I think the fitness is there's 2 minutes left. The game is obviously over for them, but they're not giving up, Nigel. It says a lot for their spirit.
That is a very big improvement here this season. I can sense that with this team. They've been through a big fitness program, and I think that probably is the key. They are fitter, much fitter. They won't perhaps reach the levels. Here's James Marr. Well, that's a second for the big man, the big blonde flanker.
It's the lines of running as well, Nigel. It's support running. There's always somebody running in support on the inside and the outside with the ball carrier. And the defence, they'll stop the first guy. But look, just a terrific line. Gets the defence by surprise because they're not expecting it. But that's what Sevens is about. It's anticipation and supporting the ball carrier.
(43-5). We're in the last minute. Good take, Elroy Graham. Support from Damien Pearson. I beg his pardon, it was Graham Alkins to Theo Henry. No, I was right, it's Damien Pearson again. I think he shaped up there to James Marr by the look of it, but changed his mind, not releasing after the tackle. He can be held in the tackle, but still standing up, of course. If you are brought to a halt and held, then you've got to release as if you were on the ground, just the same.
Thank you.
Good planned move here.
Hold, Blue.
4 lined up outside Raikambula. Again, the defence is brave, but they're a bit short-handed out this way. Oh. Well, he decided to hang on to it, DJ Forbes, because he wanted to try his first in IRB 7's history. Did I sense a little smile there on the face of Gordon Teachin's DJ Forbes from Auckland? Another of the new faces on the block.
Thank you.
And a try for him. That should...
Their improvement this year. Tonga, they haven't had much luck. 36-5 they went down to New Zealand. Then 38-12 to Australia. The West Indies 33-0 as well to Australia. 50-5 they went down to the New Zealand All Blacks. A very strong performance there, but West Indies, it's been an improvement. If Tonga doesn't pay attention to things, I think this West Indian side could have a chance in this game.
Well, if you analyze on offense what the difference is, the Tongans have managed 3 tries today, and the West Indies 1, so not very effective in their first 2 games, but my goodness, playing New Zealand and Australia in the first 2 games, difficult for any side. As they go charging forward, Tonga on the rush to Maua. Tackled, now they're moving back outside. They've got an overlap on the far side. This is going to be galloped in by Lilo, and he's in for the try. Second try of the day for Vungakoto, and the Tongans take the lead.
Well, it's pretty straightforward business there. The one thing that is going to be a real problem for this West Indian side is the physicality of the Tongan side. Good play here. It was a good cover defending tackle there from Albert Laros, but it was good play at the restart. Ball came out wide. Vungakoto Lilo with the try in the corner. Tonga 5-0 at the start of this game.
And it's going to remain that way as the conversion attempt is wide. So 5-0. Tonga streaks ahead of West Indies just about a minute into this match. As we mentioned, Tongan with the Shield win, they beat Papua New Guinea 1914 to capture the Shield in Wellington. This is their second weekend out, and for the West Indies, this is their opening of the season of this 7-a-side year. That kick taken by the West Indies, and it's moving forward. Hurdle now out near the halfway line. The Tongans stiffen their defense, and the ball squirts over to the Tongans' way. Out it goes to Vunipola, and Tonga going to reset now on their own side of the halfway line, getting very close to breaching it, and they do. Nice little toss there to Tuifua. Good passing, good skill so far by Tonga Ray.
Yeah, it's a good outing here so far for Tonga. They've been able to do pretty well. I think we're going to have an offside penalty there. Nope.
Nope, they're going to call it the knock forward, and as a result, the West Indians will have the ball in on the scrum.
Yeah, you would think Tonga would be favourites for this game. A much more experienced side. Stanley Apiaki's been around the traps for many, many years. A very seasoned player. This West Indies side, though, they've benefited from a lot better preparation this year. They've been a lot more competitive this year. And they come away with this scrum.
That's with their coach Joe Whipple in charge of this squad. Their little chip by Graham, or make that Damian Pearson goes back, and now the West Indies just at the 22. Going to have a go. We're going to give it a kick. LaRose decides to have a go. Gets it outside. Good pass. Danny's got the man on the room. That's LaRose. And Green on the gallop. Green brought down just outside the 22. The ball intercepted, and they take the ball into touch. It'll be a West Indies lineout. Good movement on the far side, making good ground.
That was excellent play out wide. Good run here down the sideline. Support play sort of ran out of cover, ran out of help there. He popped it inside, but it went straight to the Tongan player, and he was able to bundle it to touch. The West Indies will have the advantage with the line out put in here.
That was Hollis Green, number 10. The West Indian player was finally tackled through the interception, but good cover by LaRose. Took Langauto into touch, and now West Indies has a chance to respond, although this ball is tapped back to the way of Tonga. Graham could not handle for the West Indies, and uh-oh, they're in trouble now, and he's loose. On the full gallop now is Lilo. He's already scored 1 try. They're going to get him? Yeah, they do, from behind, and there's not enough cover, or is there? Yep, the Tongans are on the spot. Afaika Stanley looking for some help, gets it outside. Tuifua slings it wide. It's going to be tipped, and touchdown for the try. Kolu Kauhauhisi with the try for Tonga. There you see John. Let's leave it at that. So the Book of John gets Tonga ahead by 2 tries. 10-0 our score. There's another look.
Well, this came off an opportunity where the West Indies could have regathered the line-out ball, but they didn't do it effectively. Tonga took advantage of that situation. The ball ended up in the hands of Kolu Kaufisi.
There you go.
John, as we prefer to call him.
That's right.
His second try of the day.
Stanley Afaaki, and his conversion is wide to the right. The score stands 10 points nil in favor of Tonga.
And Tonga just taking advantage of the inexperience of the West Indians. They were able to capitalize on the turnover of possession, took it downfield. And this is really the difference between these two sides right now, is the experience of the Tongan side versus a pretty keen and pretty fit West Indian side that weren't able to capitalize off of some good play.
There was a look at Manu Vunipola, the coach of Tonga. And the kick to get us underway again. A little deeper this time. Go the Tongans, taken, and just handed right over did the West Indians, and now they're in deep trouble. Ball thrown forward, so they catch a break. It'll be a scrum to West India.
That's right.
To the West Indies.
The West Indies.
Yes. West India is someplace else.
That's right.
Make sure this
They're
arm
playing
comes
cricket
up and
there
binds.
today.
Cuts and hold. Engage. Bind. Yeah, good.
LaRose, the halfback with the break. One man to beat. Now he's going to have to stall it. And the West Indians assemble and reassemble, and now they make a break. Across the far side. This is LaRose again. Nice cutback. See if they got a pass in him. Nope. Big Tongan was John in the passing lane.
He knocked the ball on though, so
thank you.
The advantage will go to the West Indies.
And now offside. Yeah, absolutely offside now. So West Indies with the penalty. A trot and a bad pass. Sends LaRose back. No, make that Green with LaRose. This is Green. Hollis with a good move. Will they get the pass away? Over to help is Kevin McKenzie.
Play on, balls out.
Tongans take the ball again. This time it's Vunipola. And there you see the most errors made in the day today. So far it's been Tonga, followed by the host country, the United States. They're not going to catch Sione Fanua. You can run all you want, but he will hide right under the sticks. Try under the posts for Tonga.
Yeah, it's another situation, the inexperience of the West Indian side. They had control of the ball at the breakdown, but the ball squirted out. There was no halfback present. Here we see it right now. Ball's going to come away here to the Tongans' favor, and they're going to be able to take it down the blind side. Good run here by Vunipola, finds Fonua in the support play. A regulation 5-pointer under the post there, David.
So our halftime score, 17-0 in front are the Tongans ahead of West Indies here in the gorgeous Home Depot Center in Southern California. What a grand day here. It's hard to believe, Ray, as you've traveled the rugby world, that this is a winter's day here in Southern California, in the heart of the winter.
Players relishing the conditions here. Coach Vunipola just trying to make sure that the Tongan side understands that if they control the possession in these breakdowns, opportunities are going to be created for them to score against this West Indian team. It'll be a good result for the end of the day for the Tongan side after a couple of tough losses to New Zealand and Australia. The West Indies, part of the learning curve for them. They're enjoying their time here at the World Sevens.
Well, you know, you see is the genius of the modern sevens tournament is really finding your level of play, and certainly we're seeing right now where Tonga, certainly no match, neither one of these sides for either Australia or New Zealand, who will be in the plate in the bowl, but in the shields and the shield championship here is something that can be vied.
Well, that's the thing about day one of any of these World Sevens tournaments. You've got to test your mettle against the better sides. You've got to, generally speaking, you're going to find your way into the appropriate competition on day two. The West Indies, they're an improved outfit from last year, which is always good to see. Tonga, they were winners last weekend in Wellington, and we're seeing their experience and class shine out here against a pretty game West Indian outfit.
All right, we begin the second half with a 17-0 score to Tonga, and they're threatening to put more on the board just to start the second half. Tumbling over is Fanua. Gives up the ball forward, but the West Indies play with the advantage right now. Little throw, that one went forward, and the advantage had been gained, and now it's going to be a scrum to Tonga on the throw forward.
Yeah,
Hollis Green having a difficult time getting that pass legalized.
Yeah, advantage doesn't last long in the sevens game. West Indies lost the advantage there when the pass went forward. Tonga will have the restart right on halfway.
Siale Lohia puts it in, takes it out, and just off the bench, he comes down, knocked down just outside the 22. Good pick that time by Afiaki. Back into the arms of Fanua. He has had a good gallop today. Good hands that time by John. John racing toward the corner, and he will make it just down in the corner with the West Indies hanging on. John Kola all together now. Kola Ki Hao Kao Fisi.
Nice try there. Avoids the corner, avoids the cover defense and the corner flag. Scores the try. But once again, this is experience play. Set up by Stanley Afiaki. Very strong in the tackle. Goes wide. Kolo out wide. Outstrips the defense. Good cover attack. Defense there. Attempt.
Hollis Green. Hollis has been busy today, very much in the mix of it for the West Indies today. And now both benches are emptying. And we'll check in with those onto the pitch now. Theo Henry is one that pops in for West Indies. As Joe Whipple says, well, this one might be in the books the other way. Let's get some boys some experience. 22 points to 0 in favor of Tonga wearing the red. As you see, they are prepared to kick this one,
and number 2 as
resume with a kick in just a moment. And the West Indies have made their substitutions. Also on the pitch is Ine Taufua for Tonga. 22-0, game 18, the Los Angeles IRB Sevens at the Home Depot Center. Magnificent high ball, and knocked right there, and knocked right into the arms of John, and he is going to give it up, and right on the spot is Lolohia, and Tonga has scored again.
Yeah, just a straight turnover ball off the restart there by the West Indies. Kolo right there, took the ball in, found a support player, and another try there. Siali Lolohea with the try. Conversion to come, David.
And it is on target. 29-0. Let's have another look.
Good try there. Good support play there. The replacement player, Siale Lolohea, the beneficiary there. Backing up the play, and Tonga, as we mentioned, the more experienced side, taking advantage of these rather simple mistakes from the West Indies.
Well, a moment ago we had the graphic about Tonga being one of the most mistake-prone on the day. That's certainly not the case in this particular match. And the West Indies actually, and going to get used to that in a minute. The West Indies actually now having a look at that rather dubious distinction in the tournament, and now you'll take a look at the fact that they were shut out by Australia, scored just one try against New Zealand, and now with just 3 minutes and change remaining here in their third match, they have got another goose egg on the scoreboard.
Well, they've still got a fair bit of time in this game.
Thank you, mate. Thank you.
Comfortably in the lead here. The West Indies, once again, another learning experience, a learning
curve for them. There are no subs left, so you know.
Late in the day, they're struggling a little bit on this day one. They're going to be in a better position, though, tomorrow in the
scrums are good after engage.
Ball and shield competition.
Engage. Steady now.
Both of them.
Yes, Huff. Let's go.
And some big matches coming up later this afternoon with Australia and New Zealand. Okay, here we go. Toss it across. Good catch that time by our friend John. Now to Tuafila. And over to Afiaki. In the wide. Taufau Tufua.
Hand off.
Onto the deck. Good tackle that time. And he hung on to the ball just a little bit too long. So it'll be a kick awarded to the West Indies.
Good.
Taken immediately by LaRose. And the knock-on. So even when the West Indies, with their good defense, catch a break, they turn it right back over to Tonga, who now take the initiative with a scrum just outside the 22.
Yeah, unfortunately, David, one of the best aspects of the West Indies play today has been their cover defense. But one of the real disappointments has been their ability to attack with the ball in hand.
And that would be evidenced by those line scores on the day. Free kick now awarded on the scrummage violation. Ball was tossed just beyond the front row in this thing. Ball knocked backwards, so no knock on. Advantage to Tonga. And it looks like they're mining effectively for the ball, and it took too long, so they're going to get a penalty kick. Here they come. Tonga on the move. Tuifua. One more pass. Afiaki cannot handle the pass, and out of bounds it goes into touch, where it'll be a West Indies lineout to resume play. Deep in their own territory. And this is the thing about sevens, Ray, although you'd see that it's a lineout for the West Indies, but they're so far into their own territory, they are very much playing defense right now.
That's right. They need a good control of this ball, which they do. Good line-out win there for the West Indies.
It was a very good take that time by Pearson. Damien gets it back now into the hands of LaRose. Pearson. And a no-look pass went into the greatest tackler of them all. Touchline wins that one.
Yeah, there's a bit of miscommunication there. The player had gone inside. The ball went outside, straight into touch. Tonga will have the line out put in here. With only a little over a minute to go in this game. Tonga leading 29-0, comfortably in line to go 1 and 2 here on day one of this USA Sevens.
Well, you know, it's interesting. As you mentioned, I just got here as from commentating on college basketball here in the United States, where no-look passes are sometimes allowed in rugby. Never. They just don't work.
It doesn't work.
Just doesn't work. All right, that works right into the gap. They send Tui Maola, and he's in for the try. So just off the bench is Osaya, and he is quickly onto the scoreboard with a nice try. Just saw a gap, took it, off he went.
Yeah, it was a good running angle there from Sosaya Tui Maola. Just took it straight ahead. Always the best way to run if you can. It's the shortest distance from point A to point B.
Yes, if Pythagoras, in fact, was a rugby coach, that's exactly what he would tell you.
Sensational, David.
I'm actually a Euclid fan, so that's how that works. All right, that conversion is good, and this one is now officially out of hand. It's 36 points to Tonga, none for the West Indies, and we have got time just for a kick, and they take it. The Tongans showing they want more points. Very quickly they come, take it themselves, and will they gather and get? Oh, nice pick right off the grass tops by Tuimaola. And we're playing now at the end of the match. Will the West Indies score? This is it. This is their last try, and it has been ended. When the ball is dead, that will be the end of the match. Tuifua is going to have a go, and when he walks in, no, did not go to touch. Nice play. And the Tongans remain alive, still leading 36-0. This is just one for the record books now as they get it to the corner. Taufau Tuifua, and he is upended. Ball knocked. It's a knock-on against the West Indies. Advantage to Tonga. They need no further advantage in this one. As trotting in is Fine Taufau Tuifua, and that will do it in the try scoring. Still a conversion to come, but another try. And look at this score, 41-0 with a chance for 2 more.
Yeah, just patient, experienced play from Tonga. They've ran away winners of this game quite comfortably.
And this is a great illustration, Ray, of why you can't use comparative scoring to figure out what the relative levels of the game. You can see the Tonga's a much